Today I fucked up by trying to be sexy with my husband. My husband and I had been getting handsy all afternoon, and at dinner time I got dressed in a super short dress. While I was cooking, he was sitting with our baby on the counter, and hinted that I should get something from the bottom drawer. I obliged, but then he said that something was wrong with the picture, and I quickly realized he was referring to my underwear. I took them off as sexy as I could, and bent over. When I stood back up, I went to throw them at him, intending to land them on his head. However, I unfortunately threw them short and landed them perfectly on our baby's head instead. We then started laughing and I grabbed them off my son's head before collapsing on the floor, but our 5-year-old heard us and got mad. She missed out on the joke. Too long didn't read. I tried to be sexy with my husband but just managed to give my son a temporary underwear hat. When you guys are 75 years old sitting out on the back porch on a swing watching the birds fly by, one of you will mention this moment and again, you both will laugh. You're doing just fine. Then 50-year-old daughter will come outside and see them laughing, pissed off that she missed out on the joke once again. Welcome to the rest of your life. Wifey and I were on a road trip a few decades ago. We got a bit horny and pulled off the highway and fucked in the car. After we finished, we looked out the windows and there, not 5 feet away, was a dead cow. We still laugh about it now. Don't be too hard on yourself. The cow was probably dead before you pulled over and fucked. That's a quick and handy way to cover your baby's eyes. I see this as an absolute, wholesome win. Honestly sounds hilarious and would not have killed the mood at all to me. Haha, don't feel too bad, hope it all worked out in the end. Today I fucked up by having Tourette's at my grandmother's funeral. So, to preface this, I was diagnosed with Tourette's about a month/2 months ago. I've had it my whole life, but it recently became very severe and I was able to see a neurologist that specializes in motor disorders. My grandmother was an amazing woman. I got to spend 2 weeks with her in Florida before this all went down, and I'm very grateful for the time I had with her. She passed away on the 11th and the funeral was Friday. It was both a day I fucked up, and as sad as I am, I'm happy that I got to say goodbye. If you aren't aware of what Tourette's is, it's a motor disorder. Basically, my brain sends out unwanted signals around to my body, making me say/do things uncontrollably. There are different types of Tourette's. I have coprolalia and echolalia, meaning not only do I say and do vulgar things, but I also repeat words or phrases I hear. So, on to the fuck up. Unfortunately for me, the last few days my most common tick has been, "I'll fuck your mother," and slapping people in the arm. It's been really obsessed with mom jokes recently, and I didn't realize the implications of this until it was a bit too late. While it's just family at the viewing, I finally go up to see her in the casket. Just a bawling mess, which of course causes my tics to be much worse. Stress, overexcitement, worry, all of that can cause my tics to ramp up to 1000%. I'm twitching, clicking my tongue, and trying my damnedest not to scream, "I'll fuck your mother," while my mom and her 3 siblings are looking at their deceased mom. Eventually I tried to hold my grandma's hand and say my goodbyes, but my Tourette's is urging me to slap my dead grandmother in the face. I'm starting to cry harder, but my mom doesn't realize it was because of my Tourette's. She comes over and is crying with me, and eventually I can't stop my tics and I whisper/sob, "I'll fuck your mother," and then proceed to slap my dead grandma's hand. My mom looks at me horrified before realizing what's happening and just pats my back, sobbing/laughing at the fucked up situation. I kept whisper crying, trying to not say my tics too loud, while my mom just starts losing it laughing, walking away to tell her siblings what I had been saying/doing. Finally walked away, red in the face, crying and whispering to myself while I can hear my family inside laugh crying. My mom later told me my grandma would have laughed her ass off and to not feel bad about it. I still kinda do. So, too long didn't read. Today I fucked up because I whispered "I'll fuck your mother" to my grieving mom while standing over my grandma's casket and almost bitch slapping my dead grandma because of my Tourette's. Edit: I just want to say thank you for all of the condolences and wishes. My grandma was an amazing woman and she would definitely have laughed. I'm very lucky that my family is extremely understanding of my Tourette's and helps me through it. My Tourette's can be extremely severe. For the people that don't believe me, I have one video on YouTube under the name skelly bees that you can watch what my regular Tourette's looks like. Sorry if this comes across advertised, but the hate comments / messages are cruel and this is the only way I know I can prove it. Thank you again to everyone. I haven't laughed this hard in a while. Heart. Edit 2, whoever gave me the deceased award, I don't know whether to laugh or cry, but it was hilarious. I fully thought this was going to be much worse once we got to the I'll fuck your mother part, but then I couldn't get the image of someone crying and breaking down as they whisper I'll fuck your mother at a funeral while being comforted by the child of said mother. Really glad your family is understanding though. Honestly, I can laugh about it now, but remembering it in the moment is horrifying. My Tourette's has been inappropriate before, but this kind of just made it to the top of the list. All I'm going to say is, thank God your family is so understanding. Can't imagine how it could have gone. And in doing so, you cut the tension a little and helped your family remember the joy your grandmother would have felt from the moment. Oh yeah, it could have gone 100 times worse. I think it helps that I was able to not actually slap her in the face, otherwise it probably would have gone a hell of a lot different. Mom and her siblings got a big laugh out of it, so that made me feel a little better. It was nicer than seeing her cry. I understand this is not funny to you, but I'm actually in tears laughing. My son actually came in here to check and see what's so funny. I hope you get over the feeling bad. Hugs. What a roller coaster of a ride. Hope you don't get into too much trouble for your Tourette's. Edit. Geez, didn't think I would get 1k upvotes. Thanks so much. Smiley face, smiley face. I did get a few angry stares once word got around, but a lot of my family is understanding about it. Luckily most of them thought it was hilarious. Still feel bad though. I'm so sorry that happened, but like your mom said, try not to feel bad. No doubt your grandma would have understood completely and wouldn't have been upset. And your family understood. You weren't being disrespectful in any way. It was your condition that is out of your control. You did your best to mitigate it by whispering, and you were very respectful by working hard on that. I'm sorry you lost your grandma. Thank you. We've had a lot of loss this past week. My childhood dog on Sunday, my great-grandma was Monday, and then my grandmother was Tuesday. It's been hell, but my mom said it really helped them laugh at the funeral. Honestly, I'm just kinda over 2020, haha. Today I fucked up by sucking my own dick in front of my girlfriend. My girlfriend and future life partner and I have an incredible relationship. We're both completely open and honest with one another. We both watch porn on our own time and masturbate regularly, and together. In fact, we've both walked in on each other masturbating with little issue. Sucking my own dick is something that I've been striving to learn ever since I was 12 and old enough to truly come. I mastered the technique some years ago and have been engaging in this most intimate practice ever since. So long story short, last night I was watching one of my standard favorite pornographic scenes and decided that I was turned on enough to bend my body in the impractical way of self-fellatio. And just as I was about to envelope my own mouth with the lifeblood inside me, she walked in. As you may have already guessed, all fucking hell broke loose. I was called a homosexual, a deviant, and I quote, a disgusting piece of shit. We are currently on the verge of a breakup for something that I thought was a benign act of self-love. I honestly don't know why I'm posting this. Maybe to garner some sympathy from the Reddit community perhaps? But alas, this is my fate. Too long didn't read. GF walked in on me sucking my own dick and wants to break up because of how disgusting she feels the practice is. Honey, it's just pro-level masturbation. Look mom, no hands. It's not gonna suck itself, lol. Let me ask the question that we all want to know the answer to. Does it feel like sucking a dick or getting your dick sucked? Hello, I am able to do it and it feels more like sucking a dick. Edit, why is this the most liked thing I ever did on Reddit? Well, on the bright side, if you two break up, at least you can take care of yourself for a while. Edit, thank you for all the upvotes. When I was young I remember asking my dad why dogs lick their privates. His reply was always, because they can.